Hey y'all, Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I understand that Love Island USA season 7 is over, but not the conversation, not necessarily. The Islanders are going out, they're doing interviews, and we are going to discuss the interviews, the lives, and all of that. Okay, we're going to get into some things. First, we're going to talk about Taylor and Clarke's interview that they recently had with the VL files, or however you say it. We're also going to get into um Nick's upcoming interview with the chicks in the office. When I say you guys are dragging them in the comments, we're going to get into what the people are saying. All right. Definitely going to do that. I haven't really been tuned in to know how they have been talking about Nicolandria, specifically Olandria, but it looks like they're going to be interviewing Nick, and the fans are not here for it. Okay, and we have to talk about it. But first things first, let us go ahead and hop right on into this conversation that Clarke and Taylor had. All right. So, first of all, when they talk about coming out of the villa, we know that they were kicked off like a week prior to it getting to the finale. A lot of us were a little shocked. Okay. In addition to that, they had just closed off their relationship. They ended up getting kicked out. And so one of the questions was more so about how did they respond? How did they react? Did they immediately go to social media? They said no. They kept it strictly for family and friends coming out of the villa versus going to social media because they just felt like it was going to be too much. And of course, we already know America voted them in the bottom a lot of the times. So I definitely understand. I think that was a really smart strategy. Before you come out of such an overwhelming experience, don't dive deep into social media just yet. Definitely check on your family, friends, loved ones, and slowly ease your way back in. So I actually support that. I said, I know that's my right hand. I'm with y'all on that. So Taylor says that he and Clarke really vibed a lot because they were really glued together in conversation. Now, you guys know once they entered Casa Amor, he originally picked Coco over Clarke. But at some point, Clarke pulled him for a chat and she just wanted to let him know, like, hey, I'm interested. I want to pursue you. Right. And he said it was supposed to be a really quick conversation. But unfortunately, that conversation, well, not really unfortunately, but fortunately for him, the conversation took much longer than what he was expecting. So they talked from that morning until lunchtime. And he always found himself wanting to talk to Clarke. That is the kid like thing that he felt she gave him, always wanting to be in her presence, always wanting to talk to her and be in her face and stuff. So it was a different feeling than what he typically got from Olandria. He says whenever he talked to her, it would just be for such a long time. They just would constantly talk and talk and talk. So he really was feeling that conversation. And he always found himself when he wasn't with her wanting to talk more with her. And that's when he realized, like, oh, damn, it's going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem because honestly, he said he wasn't even expecting to meet anybody in Casa Amor because for him, he thought that he and Olandria had such a super strong connection that he didn't even think he was going to meet nobody. So he was good with where he was until he got to talking with Clarke. Okay. I know you guys are probably going to drag him in the comments. So do what you're going to do. Okay. But that's what's being said. All right. They were asked about watching the show and they're like, nope, not right now. Not right now. You know what? After going through something like that, I don't know if I would watch it either. It would have to be months away. But here's the thing, too. First, I'm thinking it would have to be months away before I ever watch the show. However, considering the fact that the reunion is going to be next month, and if Andy Cohen has anything to do with it, I do wonder if people are likely going to watch it. Right? Are you going to watch it so that you can remember some of the things that happened or what was said in confessionals and this, that, and the other? What are your thoughts? I'm just wondering, who knows? I would think they would. I feel like it would be great if they all watched the entire season on their own prior to the reunion so that we could really have a good reunion with good conversation. But I don't know. Y'all let me know your thoughts about that. I would be cringing if I had to watch myself, okay? Especially if I were certain islanders on the show that, you ain't look too great all the time. Okay. So I would probably be cringing. Now, they also talked about being so shocked to see that Ace and Chelley were eliminated because a lot of times in other interviews, when they were asked who do they think was going to win the show or who are their winners, they would say Ace and Chelley. So to learn, as they were saying that they would vote for Ace and Chelley were being eliminated. So they was really shocked. And Clarke called it straight out the gate. Clarke said, baby, that's BS. And you know what, Clarke, girl, I'm with you. Clarke it. Okay. I'm with you, love. It was definitely giving BS. Now, I'll be honest, was I going to vote for them in the finals? It was a toss up. It was a toss up. It was between Ace and Chelley and Amaya. All right. With things being stronger on the Amaya and Brian end. I'm not gonna hold you, okay? So I am definitely satisfied with how things turned out. I do believe that if Ace and Chelley would have been a part of the final season, it would have been as follows. Either I think Chris and Huda wouldn't be there. If they would have did things right, I feel like Chris and Huda would not have been there. I think they actually would have potentially placed fourth, and then Ace and Chelley would have placed before them. Then it would have been Nicolandria, and then it would have also still been Amaya and Brian, because that Nicolandria tribe was hard, but also at the same time, they got in that position because once Ace and Chelley left, a lot of their supporters migrated over to Olandria and Nick. So I honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know. But it played out how it played out. Everybody pretty much won, okay, making it that far in the show. So congrats to all of them. Right. Taylor says that when it came down to Ace closing things off with Chelley, that he and Ace actually had a conversation before Casa Amor. Or, well, let me say this, not before Casa Amor, but more so before he closed things off with Clarke. So that was something he had been wanting to do for a long time. And I'm just confused as to what was, that's a question for anybody that, interviews Ace. What was going on in your mind that you would not follow through on how you felt unless it was coming up against somebody, right? So I feel like you really wanted to be with Chelley, but instead of choosing Chelley, you chose Amaya. Then you treated Amaya horribly, but it was a decision that you chose to make. Now we're learning that you wanted to close things off with Chelley before he closed things off with Clarke, but you didn't follow through with that. You waited until you literally were down to the wire and you finally closed off with her in the hideaway. So why didn't you just honor how you felt a long time ago? Like, what is that about? You only time you stand on business, I feel, and honor how you're feeling is if it's time to come up against somebody or put a whatever type of plan in motion. I don't know. Okay, because we could have been following this love story. I know at one point Ace did an interview where he said he wanted to see if him and Chelley would be able to make it through the ups and downs. Well, couple up with her. That's how we see it. That's the entire purpose of this whole show. Right? So you didn't have to not pick her to see if y'all could handle the ups and downs. You should have picked her because that's who you wanted to be with originally. And we were going to watch the ups and downs, period, because that's the whole reason for the bombshells. But I digress. Now, they ask Taylor if he believes in Nicolandria. It wasn't that he believed in Nicolandria, but he does go on to say that Nick was interested in her from the first day. And how Taylor kind of says it, it seems like Olandria may have been interested in him as well. And can I say this? When I reflect back to that very first kiss that they had when, the blindfolds were on and everybody tiptoed over to kiss the person that they were more attracted to, my question is, why did we have that challenge and it not be revealed? I don't recall it being revealed to all of the Islanders who kissed who. That could have been a great part of movie night, which I believe it was intended for it to be a part of movie night. However, I feel like when they deleted and got rid of Jeremiah from the game, I think everything just went like upside down. It just went crazy from there. Right. But I feel like they should have revealed that earlier on, especially after Nick hooked up with Sierra. So when Nick told Olandria that he was interested from the beginning, but the villa took him in a different direction, he wasn't lying. Because after they made their kisses with the different Islanders, Sierra and Charlie came in, kissed who they want to kiss, and then took Nick and Chelley back to the hideaway. So then Nick started to be all in on Sierra. Now, granted, Nick, if you wanted to really get to know Olandria, you could have cut it off at any moment and went to go talk to her. I don't know if you were playing the game like the girls were playing the game, as far as I don't want to step on any toes, which is definitely what the girls were doing in the beginning. Maybe that's what it was. But he definitely should have went over there to holler at her because he for sure kissed her. And I would have loved to have seen what the breakdown was going to be, knowing that Nick kissed Olandria, but Olandria also went over and kissed Ace. So the whole time Ace was thinking Huda kissed him, it was never Huda. Like, do y'all know how much great TV that would have been had they exposed to everybody who was kissing who? Like, y'all really missed some moments this season. And I need y'all to learn something from this. We were rooting for you, production. We were rooting for you. Do not let the views of this season mistake you guys for thinking that this season was amazing, because it wasn't. Definitely was a train wreck. And it's a lot of people that will stand around and watch a train collide. All right. Be very clear about it. Okay. So, anywho, let's keep going. So he was asked, he says that Taylor says that Nick asked him if he was okay with him exploring Olandria. And this was pretty much during Casa Amor when they ended up recoupling up. He asked Taylor how he feel. Taylor said he's good. Go ahead. I feel like Taylor probably was thinking to himself, at least that preoccupies her while I'm over here getting to know Clarke. Yeah. So Nick told him that they tried it, and there's really nothing there. But Taylor says, I really think that it was because they both had me and Tierra in the back of their minds. So they couldn't, fully move forward because they were thinking about us. Right. But then also, I feel like Olandria was really stuck on Taylor. And that's the real reason why they couldn't really progress forward. I feel like Nick was going to be open. Like, what's up? I'm ready. However, Olandria wasn't there with him. Okay. And I guess he didn't want to be there by himself. Now, Clarke does talk about feeling very welcomed by all of the girls. She said Amaya and Iris were like the top ones. That really made her feel good once she entered the villa. Now, Taylor says that he thinks Huda did try to change some things. Right after going through everything with Jeremiah, she tried to change a few things, going into Casa more, getting to know people. And when she came out with Chris, she did express how she did not want to be kissing him in public because she didn't want to have to go down the same road of how she went down things with the other islanders, right? And them judging her. She basically didn't want to find herself in the same position that Jeremiah did, getting her kicked out of the villa because they felt like she was moving too fast. Okay, only for her to still be moving too fast, but she was playing y'all in y'all face. But anywho, Taylor hasn't heard much from Jeremiah at all. He feels like they're still the bros though, and I'm like, boy, mother. I do believe once the reunion come around that Jeremiah and whatever issues he has with the guys, I feel like they're gonna be cool. I feel like he may get it off his chest, call some people out. Ain't no telling if he is or he ain't. But I will want him to be honest about how he feels. But at the end of the season, at the end of the reunion, I think they might be cool. Now that the show is over and it's done, we'll see. He talked about, when it came down to getting rid of Jeremiah, he says they couldn't do Pepe because Pepe had a connection already. Austin actually explored all of his connections, even though he wasn't finding the right connections because his type didn't come into the villa yet. He still explored. Whereas with Jeremiah, he had a strong connection with Huda, but then he gets with Iris. And then now, once Andrina came in, he's like, oh, me and Iris are just friends. I'm going to focus on Andrina. And I feel like, what's wrong with that? Y'all want the boy to explore, so that was the whole purpose of it, right? It was to explore the people in there. So y'all really punished him for that. But he also said something that was really interesting. He said Jeremiah would pretty much do things and say things like, "Hey, I'm going to talk to Andrina the entire time so that she doesn't talk to anybody else. I'm going to take up so much of her time." And he says at some point, Andrina did say that, oh, he's kind of all up on me. He's talking, he's doing a lot, or whatever, basically like all up in her face. But at the same time, she's a grown woman. Nobody was keeping her hostage. If she wanted to entertain you guys, she would. It's no different to me than Huda. If Huda wanted to go and entertain y'all, she would. And Danina said that she was interested in Ace, but I don't recall her really having conversation with Ace. So I don't know. I mean, she was interested in Pepe, and when she finally goes sit down in front of Pepe, who acted like he was so interested, all of a sudden Pepe is like, "No, I'm not interested. I like my girls blonde, okay, and I like they hue to be lighter than yours." So, like, that's what it was given. But okay, child. Anywho, so he just felt like with Jeremiah, he kept going down that same road, and because he kept going down the same road that he was going down with Huda, they had to get rid of him. And I just don't. Y'all, whoever's gonna go and apply for next season, please make a note. That's not how you do things in Love Island land, okay? If they ain't got no strong connections and they've been trying and they've been there and they still haven't found their connection, those are the people that you really drop off. Right? Now, some people, if you see them really trying, we might keep them a little longer. But and if there's a person that, I mean, yeah, I would say that. But like, if you see people trying and they actually developing a strong connection and they still got a connection there, like, hold off a second. Like, y'all, if anybody that's about to apply for season 8, please watch season 7 and learn what not to do. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now he was asked about whether it was about elimination or competition when it came to the elimination. Was it about any competition with Jeremiah? And of course, he denies it and says it had nothing to do with that. It was just more so about how he was moving in the villa. So it is what it is. Okay. Now Clarke and Taylor say that they are not girlfriend boyfriend just yet. They are strictly exclusive. And she said, in order for me to be his girlfriend, he gonna have to ask me about that too. I said, I know that's right, girl. And he says that he wants to do it really nice. Like whenever that time comes, he wants it to be really nice. And he got to pull it all together. And I feel like that's not gonna come until they spend more time dating on the outside and dating long distance. But I don't know. I could see in another month. I feel like by the reunion, they may be officially girlfriend, boyfriend by that time. Might as well, right? But we shall see. Good luck to Taylor and Clarke. Although I did not like how things went down with him choosing somebody else over Olandria, ultimately, I do think they make a super cute couple. I think they look really good together. I think the connection is very genuine. I hate that we didn't get to see more of it. Sorry, guys. But good luck to them. And hopefully we'll see more in the future. All right. But in the meantime, in between time, honey, what I want to go ahead and hop over here with, I want us to check out these people going in on chicks in the office. Okay. So chicks in the office made this post and it says exclusive dropping later today. And you can tell that it's clearly Nick. Now, with everybody doing couples interviews, I don't know why they would not do a couple interview with Nick and Olandria. In addition to that, y'all did a couple interview with Taylor and Clarke. So are you not doing a couple interview with Olandria because Olandria turned y'all ass down? Because according to the people, y'all were talking shit about them. Not necessarily sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But Nick is still moving forward with the interview. But Nick, if you knew that they was talking shit about Olandria and Olandria was like, hell no, nah, then I would have expected you to scale back just a little bit. But let's keep going, okay? So they make this post and then a lot of people have things to say. Someone says, make sure y'all bring this up. Okay. I guess this is one of the hosts that says, this all just feels like such a scramble to save the end of the season. Like, are we being gaslit by production right now? Maybe it's always been us, question mark. Not talking about Sierra slash Olandria friendship. It's just weird. I don't know how Nick just jumps back to her. Let's remember last time they kissed, Olandria was like, OMG, no, there's nothing there. Now all of a sudden it's like, wow, maybe it really is meant to be. They also say, and if we are to really believe Nick has always felt this way, he just closed it off with Sierra anyway. I don't know. I'm not totally buying into the whole maybe the right thing has been in front of me the whole time type of story. My vote will be going to Iris and Pepe. So when y'all wonder who the fuck was voting for Iris and Pepe, there you are. Okay, there you are. Do I feel a way about it? I'll be honest, not necessarily. I mean, that's their opinion. It doesn't mean that it's a fact. We all have had opinions surrounding the show. We all have felt our own ways about situations and things that's happening in the villa. So if that's how they felt, cool, especially knowing Iris and Pepe didn't win. So good luck to you, honey, because they didn't even get runner up loves. Oop. But let's keep going because the comments have been ruthless. All right. Someone says, why not invite Iris and Pepe instead? Since y'all love them so much, child. I know that's my y'all didn't want to invite y'all fourth place couple, the ones that was looking like they knew they was just supposed to be in a higher position than that. Y'all didn't want to invite them. Someone else says we won't be watching. Didn't you all talk bad about Nick and Olandria all season? Not all season, was it? Someone else says y'all weird with Olandria, so I'm not gagging. Someone else says, y'all weirdos don't deserve an interview with him. We will be protesting. Get your man away from these haters, Olandria, ASAP. They had the nerve to trash you and him. Then to top it off, voted for effing Ice Cube and Peppercorn, two bombshells who were there 2 weeks. Great. Tough crowd, ain't it? Tough crowd. There's more. Let's see, because there were like some video and things that was put up, and we'll get to that. Someone says y'all were being weird as fuck when those comments you made towards them. So I hope the first thing you do is apologize to them. Someone says y'all are fake as fuck and weird as fuck having him on here when y'all have talked mad shit about Nicolandria. Let's get to this post and see what this
the way
is
it's
about.
cut is like, oh, Sierra's gone.
The whole situation with
like,
Nick is a confusing one because I think
the way it's cut is like, oh, Sierra's gone. Let me go talk to Olandria.
and the way he worded it, he was like, my strongest connection is now gone. What do you mean your strongest connection? You were closed off with this girl.
That's kind of
you
what
guys were banging
They were
every
literally
night.
talking about like what they were going to be outside the villa.
I don't know how to feel about the Nick and Olandria situation because it just feels a little bit like forced now.
100%.
It feels like it didn't happen. The whole situation with Nick is a confusing one because I think
listening to that soundbite, like I don't fully disagree with everything that they're saying here because I definitely had questions as well. I remember talking about it on my platform saying, yo, Nick, if you felt like she was your strongest connection, why did you not leave with her? Especially since she considered you and stood behind Taylor, so Taylor wouldn't leave the villa because she just knew you were going to be so devastated if Taylor left. Whole time you weren't devastated that she left, that you didn't even leave with her. Like, yikes. I mean, I'm with them on that. Feel away, but I see what they're saying here. Now, I do question what were some of the things that they may have said about Olandria. What was that? Someone says, and I hope you say everything you said on your stories to his face. Don't switch up. All right. So a lot of people have been upset. Okay. They said, make sure y'all don't listen to this podcast. Nick will be doing another interview later today. I don't know if it drops today, but he said he will be doing it with, don't bother with these hateful losers in the office that helped push hate towards Olandria. Wow. Did y'all do that? Push hate her way? Did y'all do that? So y'all gonna apologize for the BS you chatted about Ola, right? Weird ass goofies. Hope someone bootlegs tease on Twitter because no one is trying to give you losers views. Wow. So the people have been thrashing them on social media. I mean, straight thrashing them for the things that they may have, but for the things that they did say about Nicolandria. Now, I just got into this post with you guys, but let's get into this text message here. My blood pressure can't handle this show anymore. And the boys were like, oh, let me just vote for someone because they don't have anyone behind them. It's a wrap on this season. So I don't know who sent these messages. Maybe it was her. She says, I finally watched the full vote. These girls are so strategic. I fully think they were like, oh, Taylor and Clarke can't win, so let's keep him. Olandria standing behind Austin after yelling at Huda for not being a girl's girl. I'm like legit furious. Are they good? All right. So that is some of the things that's being said. That is a bit of what's being said. The people have been going crazy on these ladies. Listen, you guys leave your thoughts and comments down below and whether you feel like they should or they shouldn't be doing an interview with them or what. Like, how are you guys feeling about this? In the meantime, in between time, I do want us to check out this clip, okay? And I'm probably going to speed it up just a tad bit for us, but it is a clip of Nick and Olandria being live over there on the TikTok. So let us check that out and see what they're talking about here. Let's get into it.
We got on the airplane and I bought the Wi-Fi and for like $20. That pissed me off. That shit's so expensive. But
I bought it too.
Anyways, we were watching edits for like 8 hours straight and so beautiful, so kind. Like I love the Nicolandria cores.
Mm-hmm.
I love what else? I like where I said what was in the pink. I was wearing a pink jacket and I was like, she makes me feel like a teenager again, and that was really sweet. Landria has been glued to her phone, but it's fair. She's been.
I'm just trying to take it all in. It feels so surreal. I've never gotten this much love before.
I think it's like super overwhelming. Mm-hmm. All the love and all the, I don't know, everything. I don't know. It's just a lot. But we're happy that we have like so many Nicolandria supporters, and she does deserve all the love.
I love you guys.
I can't even.
My question for Nick is, have you spoken to Sierra? Has she tried to reach out since, being kicked out of the villa herself? Was there a message waiting for you in your DMs? Has she messaged you since the finale? Like, what is going on there? Have you talked to her? How are you feeling? Are you nervous to have that conversation with her, knowing that she was your strongest connection? She left the villa. Look at me giving y'all some good questions, okay? Knowing that she was your strongest connection, she left the villa, and then now you're partnered up with one of her best friends in the villa for what, the second or third time here? Yeah. What's going through your brain?
Nick, you've got your phone. I'm trying to read all this. I feel like I need glasses.
They gave you some glasses.
Frico Nico.
They said that?
Yeah. What did y'all think of the, what was y'all's favorite challenge?
Yeah, they said we have a lot of challenge history, so, well, challenge chemistry. Which one was y'all's favorite challenge? Challenge chemistry. Which one was y'all's favorite challenge?
Because I keep getting called.
So just acetone.
Weirdo.
Hilton, get out of here.
Listen, sorry to interrupt your mommy anytime, but you said acetone, cotton balls, and a well, that's it.
And some paint potion. You got some paint, actual, like, paint?
Oh, never.
Yeah. Wait, which blindfold?
Nicholas Van Steenberg has lit up all gifts in their gift gallery. What does that even mean?
My hair looks so bad.
Where is Chelley and Ace? Chelley and Ace are on the way over here. We have a big surprise. We're doing something special tomorrow together. It's the first time I've seen Ace, and it's the first time she's seen Chelley since they got kicked from the villa. So
my soul sister.
I know, my soul brother. So we're so excited to see them. And sit like a dog.
Oh, the cabin one. You know, I've yet to see that challenge.
What cabin one?
The one where you had me
The
your
lumberjack?
shoulder.
Oh, the lumberjack. We've been seeing the Nicolandria shirts.
That photo with me over your shoulder was T. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, you're learning.
We see. But
Let me find it.
bro, stop. Watch the edit, bro.
Which edit?
Who's going on Call Her Daddy? We know who's going on Call Her Daddy, but it's
Yeah.
going to be a surprise.
Oh, they don't know?
No, I don't
Okay,
think they
we
know
can't tell
yet.
them.
Were you surprised on how viral Mamacita went? I think the Mamacita thing, they brought it up to me when I left the villa, and I said, I didn't even remember the conversation, and they had to remind me. And sorry, I just saw somebody out the window. So tired. Oh, how the Mamacita thing was. No, I had no idea. I came out and people were telling me like, oh, Justin Bieber made a video about you. J-Lo made a video about you. I was like, with my voice and Huda's voice. And I think like, fix your shirt edit, please. What? Everyone say fix your shirt edit. What is fix your shirt edit? You know what that is? Guess we have to see fix your shirt edit. Do you believe in the invisible string theory?
Yeah,
Invisible,
so
come on now. This
Yes,
is
it does.
I got this in Japan, one of my favorite countries. And this one means the red string of fate, which is like the same thing as invisible string theory. Can you please say hi, Bianca? Hi, Bianca.
Hi, Bianca.
Please switch it to Ola's phone. Should we? Her TikTok is hacked, or it was hacked, guys.
Yeah, I'm
like,
trying to get into it right now. I'm talking to like the management team. I'm hacked right now.
yeah,
guys.
she's hacked. So
But follow me in the meantime. I can go
Yeah.
live here soon once I get my
we're trying to get her page figured out. Can you say happy birthday? It's my 22nd birthday. I love y'all so much.
What's her
Wishing y'all the best. I don't know, because what is that? This is
Now, remember, guys, her page got hacked and people were posting some not so great things, some racist things over there on her fucking page, okay? Doing too damn much. In the midst of her getting her page back, I wish they were able to tell her the exact user or users that took over her page. I wish she could file something against y'all because y'all did too damn much, honestly.
cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Can you look up fix your shirt edit?
Picture.
Fix,
If it's on
can you-
TikTok, I can't look it up.
Oh, we're trying to find the fix your shirt edit so we can
Did I send it to you?
we can watch it together.
Did I say picture shirt?
No, the comment said fix your shirt edit.
Mm.
They have so much edit to watch.
It's so crazy because they were saying we was feeding them crumbs, but they have so many
The queen herself.
Hi guys. I just want to hug every single last one of them.
I think
All 44,000.
I think we want to do like some kind of giveaway or something. We're trying to figure it out to where like the best edit of us would like give like a Venmo or something. I don't know.
The edits are so good. So it's gonna be so hard. to
I just want to see like Twitter.
I do. They fucking love us.
I heard maybe someone was making a Twitter with my name, so
You should make one.
should I make a Twitter?
And join like the little spaces, like the cream. Come here, cream. That's one of the spaces.
What is it?
Remember when I said that to you on the first episode, the Park History?
No. You said that to me? I remember you saying the breast milk thing to Ace.
Yeah.
How do I want my sister to come on here. How do I do this?
Hello.
Plus guests.
Except.
Oh. After waiting. Hello?
Nick,
Hello, Vans?
how do I do this?
You click that.
No, I tried.
Not Ella Bands. I love it.
Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna.
What?
I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know how to like put your face through it.
Can't really hear. Like, why is there a car right now? I'm so confused. Look at it. Wait, Ethan, put on your phone.
Sure.
He's gonna show you the edit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Fix your shirt.
Yeah, fix your shirt, edit.
Show the Nicola. Everyone wants to see. Wait, is this showing up as like the invite buttons for other people, or is it like so big screens?
I think you have to get rid of that.
I need to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Which one?
Wait. I don't know which edit it is. Whose account is it on?
Olandria, give us some makeup. Yeah, someone's gonna help us out.
Yeah. How do we fix this screen? Someone help.
Someone please help. Just change panel. How do we do that? Child is back. Wait, one second, Ella. One second. I'm trying to figure out
The request?
All right, can you show us the shirt video?
Yeah, go back. Okay. How do I turn? Okay.
You had it. All right. Nardo, some jokes.
What?
We need to get some of those shirts.
Whoever made the shirt one, I mean, they got some really good edits actually. A lot of their edits are super cute.
No.
What are y'all up to, Ethan? Yeah.
They're
So,
so good together.
All right, guys. So the live definitely went on to be much longer than what it is, but I just wanted to give you guys just a little bit of a clip, just a little piece to see everybody vibing out. They're all in the same house. Seems like they've been really hanging out with each other lately. Let me see it. Was there any more? Yeah, okay. So they've been hanging out with each other. All has been going well. I'm sure we're going to see more interviews pour out, but I just wanted to come and give you guys just a little bit of an update on what the people are saying. Of course, I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM. And the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF. Got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man? They say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film. I can fill a pool with